What's going on, everyone? This is our review of Minions and Monsters, released on July 3rd,
July.
26. We are Post Credits Podcast. Grayson Maxwell. Can't speak today. Roger Stillian and Christopher Bond.
Yo.
What's going on, guys? Let's talk about Minions and Monsters. But first, in particulars, would you guys believe me if I told you that the tomato meter was sitting at 91 and popcorn meter at 75?
75.
It's pretty high, I think. But
75 is that's low for audience
Is it though?
on a kids movie. Yeah.
and the Metacritic was sitting at 69.
Nice.
There we go. That's so, and just starting there, but let me jump into the specifics real quick. Minions and Monsters, of course, it's a little franchise you may have heard of, made a couple $1 billion. Directed by Pierre Coffin. This is the seventh movie in the franchise. This is there's 4 Despicable Me and there's 3 Minions movies. So this is directed by Pierre Coffin. He's one of the writers also. Decent voice cast. Pierre Coffin voices the Minions. Trey Parker, Allison Janney, George Lucas gets a credit in this.
Yeah.
Jeff Bridges voices 2 people, which I thought was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Christoph Waltz, is nice to see him again. Jesse Eisenberg, Zoe Dutch, Bobby Moynihan, Phil Lamar, to say a few.
It's nice to see Christoph Waltz not in an SS uniform.
But you know what though?
Yeah.
He's playing a guy
Yeah.
that looks like Christoph Waltz.
He
to me.
really is.
So it's,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah.
All right, Chris, bring us in. Do your job, buddy.
So my job is to count us in for thumbs up, thumbs down on the Minions and Monsters movie in 2026. In 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I think it's an easy thumbs up.
Sure. It's fine.
It's okay. It's not. I don't think it's going to win an award this year. I was entertained when I watched it. I thought a lot of the elements worked well. Of course, going back to Days of Hollywood, I was really entranced by some of that stuff. And the movie's very clever in the way it does it. For the first time, I loved the villain more than anything else in the movie, though. Goomy.
Goomy.
I loved Goomy more as
the deceiver.
voiced by Trey Parker, which I
Yeah,
thought
yeah,
was
yeah.
great. But there's a lot of aspects that I really liked. What about you guys?
Go ahead, Chris.
Oh, so I enjoyed this movie. It didn't wow me, it didn't blow me away. But this, like, for a Minions movie, I like this more than The Rise of Gru. Definitely right off the rip. And I too enjoyed the villain, but I'm a big like Cthulhu guy, so I was definitely like all in on little Goofy the Deceiver. I thought that was cool, and I did like the homage that was paid to a lot of the Hollywood stuff. I enjoyed that. My wife almost fell asleep, did fall asleep, so she enjoyed it a decent amount as well.
Good.
So yeah, no, it was good. My kids had a good time with it. So.
Well, that's what's important. Your kids
Yeah.
liked
Yeah.
it.
I mean, like, look, this is a kids movie. It's. I wouldn't even say it's a family movie, really.
No.
Maybe it's just more a kids movie. If I remember correctly, this movie is a good bit better than Rise of Gru.
Rise of Gru.
It's not going to make a lot of money, unfortunately. It doesn't seem like it's going to. But I guess the movie's fine. Like, if you have watched the other Minions movies and are like, hey, I would like more of that. Well, guess what,
You're gonna
buddy?
get it. Yeah.
Here's some just taking place in like the late 1920s and about Hollywood. Because like this is like Inception.
Yeah.
Because
I like
it's a
that.
movie inside of a movie here.
I like how they do the old school thing where, remember in old school, they were taking a tour of the college campus and he's like, well, let me tell you a story.
Yeah.
And then this one, they come across it, of course, what is it?
Alice.
Henry and Allison Janney's narrating, but who are the 2 Minions? Ed
Henry-
is one of them. Henry,
Ed, and James.
James.
Yeah,
Yeah,
James.
but it goes back to this. They're like, oh, there wouldn't be these movies without. There wouldn't be movies without these Minions, and they go back.
Jimmy calls him Jimmy. He goes, "Hey, James, Jimmy." Yeah.
Jimmy.
They go back to the silent era of films, which I thought was where the Minions need to be because of what they can't
Because
do
they
is
can't
talk.
really speak.
But I thought, I really enjoyed that part of it. I was, I've never liked. Honesty time here. I've never liked one of the Minions films.
Really? Not one?
Not any of the Despicable Me.
Not
Not
for
Minions.
you?
This is movie 7 is the first one I've liked in this franchise.
I don't remember exactly which Minions it was. I think it's the second one where they're at Gru's house. And mind you, I don't want to talk about this movie too much longer, but there's a really funny scene in that where they come in dressed like the fire department and he's got the axe and he just knocks through the wall. Yeah. Like, I remember legitimately like belly laughing because it's so stupid.
Yeah.
He's just like, oh, and it's like, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I've never liked it. I find them annoying and like Twinkie looking like. So that's me.
Twinkies, that's
They
fine.
do.
We've
They
had
do.
a long form discussion before about what flavor they are and how you could cook them.
It's true.
Do you want to dig into that now, or
You probably shouldn't, but
it's true? It's a short form.
Let's dive into
content.
the anatomy of this film, though, guys. You know
let's
what
do
I'm
it.
saying?
Let's do it.
Anyway, I don't know. So like looking
No,
at
not really.
looking at the Minions movie, Minions and Monsters. I had a good time with this movie because I think it goes from so many different things really quickly. And say what you want about, that's the way that a lot of our entertainment's going, it's scroll culture, all that other stuff. I do think that what they did with this film really lent to that in a strong way. I like going through like the past, actually find out their full story of all the big bosses they've had and stuff. And there's a lot of good jokes there too. I love the Cyclops Lego joke.
Yeah,
That's
we all
probably
do,
the
yeah.
like that was funny right off the rip. As soon as I saw like the little blocks, like, oh, it's gonna be Legos, and it
Of course.
was, and like my expectations
I-
were fully met and satisfied.
I'm not concerned that he stepped on some. I'm more concerned that he was penetrated by some.
Oh, listen,
Like,
yeah,
my man.
listen. I got a
No, no.
I got a friend.
yes.
That was not a small
I
thing.
got a friend
either.
who had a very horrible accident related to that. So I mean,
Ooh, what a segue that is.
yeah, we're
time,
we're not going there, but
Oh, okay.
yeah. So, but just like the jokes from their past were really good, and all the way up to the introduction of Gumi the Deceiver, which I really like that villain. I thought he was funny. Even though we know the joke and the punchline all the way through that character, we know that he's a bad guy. The fact that the Minions characters just can't see the deception for what it is, that really does allow for a lot of good comedy and a lot of easy jokes, which they may be easy, but I mean they all work. They work enough to where I'm able to ride along with this movie with my kids and be like, all right, this is cute. I'll watch it all the way through.
Or the minions are idiots.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's
They
definitely
are,
part of. Well, I
but-
mean,
well,
you,
sure.
you made a statement there, and this is not to disagree with it because I know exactly what you meant. But there's not a lot of deep comedy here. You know
No.
what I mean? There's not like setup of a joke and then 10 minutes later it's punchline.
No.
It's just boom, 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 boom.
Yeah,
boom.
yeah, no, it's all surface level.
Yeah, and here's the thing: it's very much in line with the other Minions movies. So again, if you like that previously, or in Grayson's case, maybe you didn't, maybe it's time you take a different look at it.
Yeah.
It's fine. Like there's nothing wrong here. But these are movies though. Because again though, this isn't a family movie to me. It's a kids movie. This movie's like the perfect length.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like under 90 minutes. Because could you imagine trying to sit through a 2-hour and 10-minute version of this movie?
no,
Right? No, because like
That would
you-
never
you can't.
exist. No.
And I'm just like, I'm so happy when I look at my watch and it's like, all right, cool. we're getting there.
We're getting ready to
Like
wrap up.
I'm mostly entertained, but for like a movie like this, like well, it's not necessarily a job. It's like, hey, under normal circumstances, I wouldn't have watched this, but since I did, I'm happy that I'm here. But I'm also happy that I know that there's not much more of this going on.
Yeah.
Right. Because there isn't a whole deep story here. It's pretty quick. And I did like though the deepest part of the story here is I love Dort.
Yeah.
I love Robot Man Dort.
I hated Dort.
Well, okay, but did you notice at the end when he's with his girl and he's got like 2 babies?
Yeah.
And one of them's just a giant walkie-talkie.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I laughed at that
Hey,
because one,
yeah.
it doesn't make any real sense,
Yep.
and two, all right, Dort,
yeah.
get it, get it.
That was
Yeah.
Eisenberg too, and I
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah.
I don't know why you'd pay someone that amount of money for that. If no one knows it's Eisenberg, why are you paying him that amount of money?
We knew it was Eisenberg though as soon as he spoke.
Yeah, but
Well,
yeah,
sure, but most people
talk
don't
about
care
Jeff
about that.
Bridges and why you, but like
Well, I knew
you
Jeff
appreciated
Bridges,
Jeff
boy.
Bridges. You know what
Well,
I mean? So
I'll be honest with you. Kids are more likely to understand who Jesse Eisenberg is than Jeff Bridges.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair enough, I guess. But
Especially in Christoph Waltz. Like, think about it.
yeah,
If Chris, me and you have kids that are like Minions viewing age. You think you'd ever let your kid watch something that has Christoph Waltz in it right now?
not right now. It's gonna be a minute.
Right? Like, look, in some iconic movies, not for children, not for children.
really, not one of them was for a younger. I think he's had a couple of them.
brother.
Hold on. Okay, continue. I'll just want to.
Nothing iconic. That man is known for very specific roles.
You don't want you don't want your kids to watch Django Unchained.
I mean, I do.
How about Inglourious Bastards?
No,
Yeah.
listen, they will watch those movies one day.
What's the other
One
one?
day.
What's the other? Water for Horses or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Oh, Water for Elephants.
Elephants.
Yeah,
That's
that was supposed to be an Academy Award, and it wasn't. Oh, he was in Frankenstein and Dracula too. I forgot about that.
Oh God, I
yeah.
forgot about that. Yeah. No, I don't want my kids watching that either.
Yeah, we're
No.
good. It's gonna be a minute.
Yeah, now I'm looking at all these movies like, holy crap, he doesn't have any
No,
kid friendly movies
He's
at all.
he's very much an adult oriented
Mm.
actor.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Yeah, which is fine.
Horrible bosses too. The movie is
Hey.
fairly hilarious.
Excellent,
Yeah.
hilarious movie.
My kids also will be watching.
Nope. Yeah, we can talk about
Yeah,
Christoph
yeah.
Waltz
Well,
for-
listen, we talked about this last week. My kids won't be watching Supergirl. You think they're watching a Christoph Waltz
That's
film?
true.
Like,
You know
there's
what?
No way.
If you had the choice right now, just give them Inglorious Bastards. At least just let them know.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that one actually has some good history.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Cinema.
Very, very
Speak-
correct history. Yes.
Speaking of good history, I just started watching Chernobyl again. That's a whole different aside. So
What times through is this?
this is
for
my
you?
6th viewing of it.
Okay.
Oh wait, what show?
Chernobyl.
Oh, okay, sure, yeah,
Okay.
great.
To help
I
myself.
started
great.
watching The Bear, so there's
Oh,
that
yeah,
too.
yeah,
but,
very
yeah.
cool.
Anyway, back to Minions and
Back to
Monsters.
Minions.
So okay, so
Segue.
let me ask something for you guys. So I mean, this doesn't really do anything to forward the Minions. This is very much like okay, what's next type of deal, because we do kind of get a little insight into like who they choose to follow and why, which it's fine because that's their thing is they follow evil people.
So here's something interesting about the Minions movies that I don't know if you guys have noticed yet.
Okay, this ought to be good.
The Minions movies. So the Minions movies are all based in the past, and all the Despicable Me films are all
of course,
present
of
and
course.
future. So I think the only place you can go with the Minions is because their story revolves around where they've been, not where they're at right now. It never really has been.
Hold on. This movie is set in current day.
No,
It
the
bookends.
movies.
Oh,
the
no,
movie's
no,
story-
Yeah, no. well,
Okay,
Yeah,
but you understood what I meant.
yeah. No, I know. The movie
Because
story is in the past.
technically it's whatever present.
No, I
day
get you. I
is.
understand
Okay.
where you're going.
That's
but,
fine.
Yeah. So I think that the Minions, for some reason, their storytelling lends much better to, because of all the things that are happening. You want to know. It's more exciting to see where they've been and what stuff that they have destroyed and what destruction they've wrought, instead of what are they going to do next. It's it's where were they kind of deal. I think storytelling is easier that way for them too, because of just the chaotic nature of what they are. You can just make up some stuff that happened in the past. You don't have to have cohesive storytelling
No.
for their chaotic natures, which I think it fits them very well. It's not great, but like it just fits with the characters.
I
they're
can't wait
doing.
till we get one where they're rolling around the desert with Genghis Khan.
Yeah.
slaughtering thousands.
Yeah, that'd be
one
good.
of the things he did, yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
or bring Christopher Waltz back and put him in World War II.
Mm.
Where he belongs, sure. It just doesn't. Well, he's played a lot of World War II villains. What I'm saying, but
It's true.
I don't know if I don't know how if you take away the enjoyability from this film, especially for someone like me who like looking at the early days of Hollywood, which I love that aesthetic. I
Yeah.
love the
Oh, this is
I,
right up
I,
your
I love
alley.
the
In a
big
Minions movie.
studios and the directors wearing those iconic hats and the uniforms and the
Get your
cameras,
old
like,
timey megaphone.
yeah,
Yeah.
I like that. I mean, that's something that like I consider to be awesome. But like, I don't know, repeat viewings of Minion films. I don't think have the same. I don't have the same effect as they did.
Well, not for us though. Because I
No.
mean, like, look, if you have younger children, this might be something that ends up on repeat. Because like, I know a buddy of mine, his kid for a long time was really big in Minions, and he hated it because like all hours of the day, like that's what was on. Because
Yeah.
there were so many, or there are. I mean, at that point there were only like 4, but like, look, that's a lot.
Yeah.
a lot of Minions.
That's a
movies, yeah.
significant amount of Minions to have.
I'll take Mario 1 and
Listening
2
to
on repeat.
nonsense gobbledygook speech on the screen.
Well, because
yeah.
at least in that movie they're speaking English.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a big thing.
Yeah, no, I'll take the Mario movies on repeat, where Chris Pratt can use his prowess to wow me. and
Greatest
kids.
actor of our generation.
I
best of
disagree.
all
I do
Chris's.
not agree. This is them, and I do not agree with this at all. I do not
Uh.
agree. Anyway, so as we wrap up, any final thoughts on Minions and Monsters other than it's okay?
I mean, I'll go first if you don't mind. I mean,
Yeah.
it's exactly what Grayson said there. If you've enjoyed the other Minions movies, there's no reason you wouldn't enjoy this one. I think this is slightly better written than the last couple, so there's that.
Just like the Minions movies, I have nothing great to add here. I think it's just fine. I think it's just funny enough. I think kids will like it, and if you like it already, you're going to like this one. At the end.
I agree. I found the villain to be the most entertaining aspect of this film. I was really into the Cthulhu nature of it. There's a lot of cleverness
Little
in this
baby
movie.
Zoidberg.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cleverness in this movie, and if you really pay attention, you'll get it. And I loved all the references to the early films. I loved all that. I thought that was fantastic. But it looks amazing. You'll laugh a few times. It's a fun time, especially if you have kids. You'll really enjoy it. But tell us below if you saw it. What did you think of it? But before that, hit the like and subscribe buttons.
Yeah,
We have more
because we're what,
content.
Grayson?
We're okay-ish YouTubers.
We're okay-ish
We're working our way
YouTubers.
up there.
Yeah.
We're okay-ish. Okay. Leave a comment below, though. Leave a comment, or Cthulhu will get you.
Cthulhu. What about George Lucas in a cage?
He'll get with coffee. He'll get you too.